Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with 11 Pipers Piping by PjoeterBliep. So this continues our even day countdown to Christmas. Let's go over the rules. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. These pipes in the grid are also region sum lines. So if you know region sum lines, you know how this works. Otherwise, I will go over the rules. So whenever the pipe crosses a box boundary, it creates a new segment. All of these just have 2 segments on them. So we can just talk about 2 segments. So for example, here, this might be the green segment and the purple segment. So when it crosses the box border, we create these segments. And each segment on the pipe sums the same amount. So if this was a 6, then these two also sum to 6, so maybe 1, 5. So this would be one way to fill this pipe. Different pipes can have different sums on their segments, but within the same pipe, we have the same sum on each segment. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. To me, it feels like we should start with these clone pipes, right? This digit is the same as this digit because it's just a 1 cell in each segment. So let's just call this green. And then we can call this one purple. We can call this one orange. And we can call this one red. Now there's just 2 more colors. We'll call those yellow and blue. Now we know this is purple plus orange. This adds with orange to make purple. So these have to be different digits. So we know, so which one's going to be the 4, right? If I try to make this the 4, then these will be the same digit, and that doesn't work. It can't be the sum of both purple and orange and also add orange to it to make purple. That doesn't make any sense. So this is actually a 4. And why don't we call 4 yellow, and then we'll call this one blue. If I can press the right number. All right. So 4 has to be 1 plus 3. So we know that purple-orange is a 1-3 pair. All right. So the remaining colors are going to be the 2, 5, 6, which may or may not be helpful. Okay, so this plus a 1, 3 equals 1, 3. So actually we can resolve it. This has to be 2 plus 1 equals 3, which means that 1 plus 3 equals 4, and that all works out. These are not 2s. In fact, blue is 2. We're left with a 5, 6 pair for our green and our red. All right, so that I don't go crazy with colors here, which I know I usually do, I'm going to clear out the ones that we have digits for. So we can call these 1 through 4. We don't need to give them colors, but we'll continue using the fanciful red and green for our 5, 6 pair for now. All right, these 2 add to this one. They don't involve a 3 or a 4. Is that helpful? It kind of is. I think it means we have to put a 2 on here. Because imagine there wasn't a 2 on here. Oh, hold on. No, that's not quite right. Oh, is it? No, it's not quite right. Sorry. There's a 1 or a 2 on here for sure. I'm just thinking about how 3, 4 leaves only. Okay, so let's put it this way. This is from 1, 2, 5, 6. We're using a 1, 2. It could be 1 plus 2 equals 3, or we could be using a 5, 6. Well, we're certainly not putting a 6 on here. 6 can't add with anything. All right, so this is 2, 5. This clone's here. That puts a digit onto here. Okay, we know we need a 1 and a 3 up here. The 1's up here, the 3's anywhere. We could do 1 plus 3 is 4. That works pretty well. All right, we know one of these 2 is green. Green's in one of these 2. Let's see. And then red is one of these 2. Interesting. We have an opportunity to make red plus 1 is green, or green plus 1 is red. Or neither. They could be on the diagonals, like here, for example. So that doesn't quite do anything. Okay, so what is going to do something? 2, 3, 5, 6. Do we need it? Okay, maybe it's 6s are restricted. We know 6 is one of these 2. If this had a 5 on it, then definitely this is 6. I don't really see a reason that's a problem. This can't be a 2, because you can't add to 2. And we know 3 is over here somewhere. So it's not a 3. Yeah, so it's not 1, 2, or 3. So this adds to 4, 5, or 6, I suppose. I'm trying to find some kind of in here. We know 3 is one of these two. 4 is up here. This is 1, 3 with a 5, 6. Let's consider that. So if green was 6, it would have to go here. And then this would be 1 plus 3 is 4. If green was 5, we could technically do 5 plus 1 is 6 here. Does that mean this can't be 5? Correct. There's actually an easy way to prove this can't be 5, because this can't be 1 plus 4, and it can't be 2 plus 3. So this is not a 5. Now, can this be a 5? This would be a 2, 3. That seems to be okay. Can this be a 5? Yeah, we do 1 plus 5 is 6. So I don't know where the 5 goes. Should I think about the options here? This is either 1 plus 2 is 3, or 1 plus 5 is 6. We can't do 2 plus 5. Oh, okay. So is this always a 1? This is always a 1, right? We can't do 2 plus 5, so I can't make this a 2, 5 pair, so this has to be the 1. Okay, and then that makes this a 1, 3 pair down here. Just where it goes in the box. Okay, so no 1 on here. Or 3, so it has to have a 2. But basically, what we're down to in this box is 2, 4, oopsie, 2, 4, 5, 6. So definitely not a 6 on here. So 6 is up here. And 6 is down here. We can't do 4 plus 5 is 9, so it has to include the 2. So 2 is not up here. Oh, and that places the 2 here, because these two 2's look down. And then the 2's on here. So this is 2 and this is 2, and that's 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 3. This is now a 1, 3 pair, meaning this has to be green, and it can't be a 5 or a 6. So it has to be the 5. So that makes green 5. So let's just clean this up a little bit. This is our 2. And then there's definitely a 5 down here. And let's get rid of green. And then these are 6s and that's a 6. Okay. Now we don't need colors. Great. 2 plus 4 is 6. That's 6, that's 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's 1 and 3. That's our 6. We get the 6 here. 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 in the corner, both corners celebrating right away. That's 4 and that's 2. Down here we need 4 and 5. Okay, well, we know what this is. This is a 4, so that's 5 and 4. And down here we need the 1 and 5. Oop. So it seems like that last deduction was what was needed. All right, that was cool. Thanks for the puzzle, PjoeterBliep. I enjoyed the flow. Got a little stuck there, but managed to pull myself out. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.